and welcome to What a Deck, Yu-Gi-Oh's deadest dueling show. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're playing Eldlich Mayakashi, as brought to you by Patreon sponsor Aryan Zweers. Now, I'm going to be playing 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro with this, just sort of giving you the Eldlich Mayakashi experience. But first, for anyone who's new here, let me go ahead and explain our win condition and the basics of the deck. If you already know Eldlich and Mayakashi, you could skip to the time code to get to the duels. For everyone else here, an introduction. So Eldlich is probably one of the most splashable archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! It consists of a single monster, this giant golden zombie boy, and a whole bunch of spell traps that support him. The spell traps actually come in two varieties. There are the Eldlixers, which summon the golden boy from the hand, deck, or graveyard, or, if you already have one, they can summon any zombie monster, which will be important for later. The second kind of spell trap are the Golden Lands, which all essentially read, if you control the golden boy, do a thing, like pop a card, make a monster's attack 0, banish a card. They have an Omni-Negate counter trap, that's pretty neat. And together these form this interesting toolbox. Half of them summon, half of them disrupt your opponent. What makes this deck particularly powerful, though, is how well they can gain card advantage. Their resource game is almost unparalleled, because all the Eldlixers have the effect that, except the turn you use them, you can banish them from the graveyard to set a golden land from your deck. And all the golden lands say, after the turn you've used them, you can banish them to set an Eldlixer from your deck. Together these form an infinite resource engine, where basically, once you get any of the Eldlich spell traps, you start a chain where every turn you're just going to get more spell traps. They just keep building on each other, and hopefully you can out-resource your opponent. That's what makes this deck so splashable with other strategies and archetypes. You could play a really small Eldlich package, because getting any one of the cards gets you into all the rest of them. In the case of our deck, we're mixing it with the Mayakashi engine. If you're unfamiliar, this is another zombie archetype which focuses on synchro summon. Specifically, it synchro summons all these monsters by using the other ones as material. It does this weird ladder where it summons them and then puts them in the graveyard. Which is good because these don't have any effects on the field, but they gain effects when they're summoned out of the graveyard. It's this neat zombie theming. And it works really well with the Eldlich because 2 of the Eldlixers allow you to summon zombies from the graveyard as long as you have the golden boy. So this allows you even more disruption while putting more bodies on the field that you can hopefully attack for game with. So that's the basics of the deck. You'll see some more as we go into the duels. In the halfway point, I'll sit down and talk about all my tech cards. If you're just curious about that, here's a time code. Otherwise, let's head in there, do some duels, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, the first duel versus No. And you want to go first with this deck. Unfortunately, we're going second, and also they have Banishing, which is one of our arch-nemesises. This deck has several arch-nemesises. Shutting down the graveyard, Nibiru, surprisingly, at least if we get the Mayakashi part of our engine. I'm sure there are other ones. We'll see. I'll let them draw their cards and do their dark magical stuff. And then we'll go ahead and begin once it gets back to my turn. Alright, they just set one pass. It's possible that this is just the, Actually, let me think about this, right? If this is the Eternal Soul, or the Magician's Soul, they have no way to really banish stuff. So the Golden Lord has 2 effects. One is you could send this from your hand to the graveyard, target a card on the field, and send it to the graveyard. I think we're going to do that for this. Or no, wait, you know what, let's go ahead for the, and let's do it for the face down. We don't need this searches a Mayakashi, but we already have the engine. So we're going to send this and just get rid of that, whatever that is. Nice bit of removal. Also gets him, hey, it was the Eternal Soul, we got him. So normally, this is a one-of, this is not the normal Mayakashi combo, but this is what we got first turn. You have this, you could special summon this. This you could special summon if you have any Mayakashi, and then you can just send a zombie from your deck to the graveyard. Let's send our one Mizuki. And here's the synchro climb. You've got a 2 tuner and a 1. You make the level 3 synchro. Now, Daki, our tuner, says if you summon a Eldlich out of the extra deck, you can special summon her. So she comes back. And then 3 and 2 makes 5. Not once per turn, she comes back. So you can just continue to cycle up, jumping by 2s, until you filled your entire graveyard with these synchros. And again, these synchros don't do anything on the field. They have effects when they're summoned out of the graveyard. And if you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you don't know, you can't just really dump extra deck monsters to the graveyard. In order to be revived, they have to be properly summoned first. So this is this deck's weird mechanic of getting around that. You're basically using synchro summons to fill your graveyard with extra deck monsters. Let's see. We've already normal summoned, right? Right. Okay. We'll go ahead and summon this anyway in attack mode, just for the extra damage. And then we're going to set the Guardian, because the Eldlich has a second effect in the graveyard. It can send a spell trap on the field to the graveyard, add itself to the hand, and then summon a zombie from the hand, who's, summon a zombie from your hand, it gains 1,000 attack, and it's not destroyed by battle, or not destroyed by card effects. Yeah, you can see there's a thing on there. Can't be destroyed by card effects. It's pretty nice. And as I said in the intro, the Guardian, okay, you're going to go up by 2,000. 36! Oof. Unfortunate. I should have attacked with this guy. This guy has an effect if he's destroyed. Actually, I probably could have OTK'd now that I think about this, but it's fine. So, what we're actually going to do is use the Mizuki to summon the Eldlich back. Because we want it on the field. Because all our spell traps kind of rely on having him there. Since this went to the graveyard and we didn't activate it this turn, we could get a Eldlixer from our deck. Let's go ahead and pick White Destiny. The White Eldlixer. This lets us summon a zombie from our hand or graveyard. It's if you don't basically like if you don't control the golden boy. Bum 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 ba da da ba da 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 ba da ba da da da. Alright, here we are, Duel Number 2. My spirit has been crushed, but hopefully we won't get Mystic Mind again. That was certainly a thing. We've got the Mayakashi again. Wyncrer, if you would, just fast forward through this since they've already seen the combo. Or wait, have they? Well, I guess, yeah, you've seen the exact combo, but, you know, I guess the last time we didn't do it, Hey Jun is usually our one-card starter. It summons Daki from the deck, and he's a level 1, so it gets it going. Last time we opened with Daki, and we had the other one, so, yeah. It started slightly different, but it's going to end pretty much exactly the same. Now, fortunately, we got this here, but unfortunately, we have no way to really get the Golden Lord on the field, because we only have the one spell trap. We open with 2 Unizombie and the Hey Jun, which is like the worst case scenario. I'll go ahead and set this just to scare them. So, basically, we're just hoping we can survive one turn. I guess that's one of the things that this deck is weak against, not just, whatchamacallit, graveyard shutting down, but also getting OTK'd. It's a deck that really only works if it can have a few turns to set up and get going. Or not a few turns, literally just one turn. Once you get the cycle going, then you can go. Ironically, this deck isn't weak against Mystic Mine either, for the most part, because it has traps that can blow up Mystic Mine. Unfortunately, that last guy was just banishing all of them, and we didn't draw the ones we needed when we needed them. So, it looks like we're going against Gishkis, though. Gishkis can OTK if they resolve their effects properly. Power of the Guardians! So you're just making a big attack. Are you going to do the effect? Draw a card, pay 1,000. If it's a Gishki, you get to non-targeting shuffle something back. It is not a Gishki. Good, which means they have to destroy this if possible. Although they get that, they hadn't normal summoned yet, so they might be able to make another Zeal Gigas, perhaps, or at least get set up for one. We'll see. That's how this deck runs, is basically just Zeal Gigas Turbo. You make this guy because it's an old card, but it has a non-targeting shuffle into the deck that would really roast my onions, if you know what I mean. It's this guy particularly. All the Mayakashis, in addition to being effects when they summon out of the graveyard, like the level 9 has an effect that the level 11 is destroyed. You can summon it out of the graveyard. The level 7 says if the level 9 is destroyed, you summon it out of the graveyard. You can remove one spell counter. Okay. So, like, Yoko comes back. Let's go ahead and banish the Heijun. There you go. And what do we blow up? I guess we blow up... This can't be destroyed right now because it has the power of the Guardians. Although if I tried to do it now, I could get a thing, and... No, I think I'm good. We'll just kill this. One less thing on the field to worry about. That way, if they wanted to link summon, they can't do that. And yeah, so the level 9 comes out. The level 7 says if this is destroyed, it comes out, and so on and so forth for the end of time. Hey, we got our one of, and it's actually going to be useful this time, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead. So we're going to normal summon the Unizombie. Unizombie has 2 effects. You can send a zombie from the deck to the graveyard to increase a monster's level by 1. We'll pick himself to send Mazook. Mazook's pretty good. You can discard a card to increase a level. We're going to increase him again, even though we don't have anything. Mayakashi, never heard of them before. They are a few years old. Never did much except a cheesy mill deck. I'm not playing the mill deck. But yeah, the important part is it made it level 5. And that's because Eldlich have a fusion, the Golden Lord plus a level 5 or higher zombie. Which we're going to summon now, Eldlich the Mad Golden Lord. A true mad lad. Yo, what up? Fairly new to Yu-Gi-Oh! Only been playing about a year. Ah. You watch any YouTubers? I should put Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers. Let me look at the graveyard. Okay. I'd recommend Hardleg Gaming if you're new. He does deck profiles for all sorts of decks. Alright, so this thing can't be destroyed. Also, once per turn, it can tribute a zombie monster to steal a monster your opponent controls. It can't attack or activate its effects this turn, but I get to keep it. I just get to keep it. And yeah, I could end it there. I'm not sure what he's playing. It might be some back row, so just in case, and so he doesn't feel too bad, let's just go ahead and attack with this and hope we're not getting hit by drowning fucking mirror force. Holy shit. Okay, well, I have to negate that. We'll tribute off, if you control the Golden Lord, you can tribute off something to end it. Or to negate a spell, trap, or monster effect. Alright, good. We got that, and then we can use the Unizombie? Yeah. Let's get back Grungo. We'll just start the cycle over again. Sure, when he's summoned, he makes himself immune to all card effects for a turn. Which is probably the worst effect out of all of them. But it's there, we did it. Now, unfortunately, the counter trap doesn't search an Eldlixer. It's the only golden land spell that doesn't do that, except for this one. This fusion one, which is weird, and it's continuous, and it's just once per turn you can fusion. It's pretty neat. And yeah, this is summon a zombie from your hand or deck. So if I already have the Golden Lord, which this counts as the Golden Lord, then I can just sort of like, you know... Oh wait, no, let's attack with... Yeah, let's go and attack with this one first. If I already have the Golden Lord, I can summon the Mayakashis from the deck and get that whole engine going. Target one card, return it to the hand. Interesting choice. Not the proper choice. Probably should... They had a second one! The second Drowning Mirror Force. Alright, unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just use the Black Awakening. This summons the Golden Boy from the hand or deck. Or if you already have the Golden Boy. Wonder if I would have sent your fusion back if I would have got my monster back. Nope. I mean, you got it back either way. So at least I could summon that again. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're good. They're playing a pretty slow deck. They're low on resources. I don't think they can OTK me. Although they might be able to do a lot if they can get another YGOPro out. Just attack me for 3,200. But I've got the route to beat over it on the next turn. Yep, the no one expects the Mirror Force. See, that's... I could have gone in for game, but I know how the casual player thinks. Like, if they see the Mirror Force, they're gonna play that Mirror Force. That's just how they want to do it. Okay, I already have the Eldlixer. Fortunately, we drew the same one twice, which is not great. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fire it off. Fire it off, get the... just another... Another Golden Lord from the deck. Now, let's get Heijun. Heijun. Go into the Ice Mayakashi. Just so I can get it into the graveyard. We'll make the Link monster. That should be enough for game. And Daki comes back. Hey, that's pretty neat. We'll put her in defense mode because I don't need her to go for game. And if this is another Drowning Mirror Force, you tell me if this was the third Drowning Mirror Force, right? Right? Oh, I don't think it is. It's not. We did it. We beat their new, but it's, you know, at least it's not Mystic Mine. We got to show off what the deck can do a little bit. Let's go ahead into the third duel, see if we can get something a little more evenly matched. Alright, here we are, duel number 3 versus Mahish. Interesting name. Will we be able to go first? We're going back and forth. Paper Strat takes the win. And, interesting. What do we got here? Gotta do the things that you, do. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to normal summon the Unizombie. I'm going to activate, we're going to discard. And we're gonna get the Golden Lord into our graveyard. There we go. We're going to set the White Destiny, because it's the least useful, because we have no access to the Mayakashis. And then we're going to send it to the graveyard to summon this, unless we get hit by DD Crow or something. Please? Please? No! Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. At least I can activate... I mean, we've still got some setup here. It's just not as good. So we'll banish this to get our Conquistador, because we didn't activate it this turn. Get the Eldlixer into the Golden Land. Unless you've got an Ash for that, too. No? Okay. Conquistador, man on horse, see, a horse. While we're at it, let's just go ahead and fill out our graveyard, shall we? No reason not to. Let's send the, Mizuki. See, this is, sometimes Unizombie can brick you, but it's really good for situations like this. And see, because, it's funny, because normally you could just set this summons the Eldlich from the deck, which is what I probably would, it's what most meta players would probably do. But because I can tell there's like a little bit of stalling, I think they have Ash, and if they Ash this, then all my spell traps are turned off. As it is, I have a non-targeting destruction, and I have an Omni negate. And if they get rid of this, then I have a way, like if they kaiju it or something, I can summon another one from the deck. And if they don't, then I can use this to get the Mayakashis during the end phase or something. Okay. Live Twins. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Okay, wait 1 second. Control no other. You could summon a Kill from your hand or deck. Yeah. Because I believe the other one summons this one. So if I just destroy it now, it doesn't do anything. They would get this, and then this could summon that back. As it stands, I've got to do... Yeah, I think this is probably the better. And you control a law monster. Okay. So now I want a Conquistador. So you could summon one. But it's the one you've already used. I can just pop, pop. And now you're just back, unless you have some way to summon something from the hand. When a monster declares an attack, you contribute a kill or a likill and negate the attack. Okay, that's fine. I'm alright with this. I'm alright. Nobody worry about me. Okay. And then in the end phase, yeah, we're just going to activate the Scarlet Sanguine. And we're going to get Heijun. And then Heijun, when it's summoned, will summon the tuner from the deck. Unless they Ash Blossom it. I knew it was there. But we've got the counter trap this time, baby! You're out of here! Bruh! No one expects the counter trap! We'll give myself a docky. Gonna be docking some points there. Okay. I was hoping that transition would be faster and that it would be as awkward. Okay, so now that we've got this, let's go ahead and do our Mayakashi combo. If you would, Wyncrer, just give us the old speed up unless they hit it with a hand trap. Hopefully they don't. Now the one really unfortunate thing about this combo is that if they have Nibiru, if they have the big ass rock, I am very doomed. I am so incredibly doomed, just you wouldn't believe. I am one doomed space marine, I tell you what. And because they've got 0 attack, I am going to just leave it here. Go to attack. They got something. I have a feeling it might be the Nibiru. Let's see. Battle phase? They can't Nibiru in the battle phase, only the main phase. Oh, okay. Gotta pay 500 to attack, one of the weird effects of this thing. So you'll get hit for 0, and then 13. Ka-chunk, 33, and 25. They can't use Gores because they have a spell trap on their side of the field. I don't think they would use Gores, but if they wanted to, they couldn't. That's the important part. Okay, so we got them down to 900. What we're going to do here, actually, is we're going to use these two, and we're going to make the link to Mayakashi. That'll, of course, bring back Daki, because Daki just comes back anytime you summon a Mayakashi from the extra deck. And then because we have the Unizombie... Oh, you're gonna... Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and use this while we can. Just make him even higher level. This is going to be the highest level Unizombie you've ever seen. We'll send this to the graveyard. And then this, if you control Mayakashi, you could special summon it. But she came back. And then we'll just dump another Eldlich into the graveyard, just so we have one in case one gets banished. And then we can make our Link 4. Yeah, we did it. And she comes back again, but in defense mode. Which is really good if you have the counter trap, because then you could just... Basically, because Daki always comes back, you just always have a monster to use for the counter trap. This waiting is killing me. Am I gonna get Nibiru'd or not? Let's go ahead and use this. Let's get the Conquistador. It's always better to get that one. And we'll set the Eldlixer while we're at it. Do I have anything else in the graveyard? Just a Golden Man. Okay. Golden Man, take me by the hand, take me to the land that you understand. And then because I used the Conquistador last turn, it's only in the end phase. We'll get the other Eldlixer, because we already got the Scarlet Sanguine, now we have the White Destiny. White. Okay. All that waiting, I have no idea what they were holding for. But I think we have this pretty much on lockdown. We have a non-targeting pop. This can summon the Mayakashi from the graveyard, and so can this. Either of these can summon Mayakashis from the graveyard, and... that's their graveyard. Not sure if I mentioned this, but like, this one can make itself unaffected, so even if they do something that wipes the field, I can bring this back. This pops a monster, this pops a spell trap, this mills 3, this makes it so nothing I control is destroyed by battle. So we've got like monster pop, card pop, and a card pop. Or monster pop, spell pop. Oh yeah, and also this thing. I guess I should mention this thing since I summoned it. We didn't really get to use it, but its effect is, if a monster is special summoned from the graveyard, or if a monster effect is activated in the graveyard, you could target one other monster on the field, its attacks become 0, and its effects are negated. You can use this twice per turn. So with these Eldlixers, not only am I summoning a spell trap destruction and a monster destruction, but every time I do that, I get to negate a monster's effects and make its attack 0. So just a pretty powerful combination of things. Kiss la Kill, at least a new deck, still not the most powerful, especially going second. They've got a choke point the size of a something big. Anyway, let's go into the fourth duel. Alright, duel number 4 versus Roni. Could this be Pepperoni? Ravaroni? I don't think that's a thing, but it could be. We could make it. We could make it, chat. You're not chat. We're not on stream, as far as you know. You're the commenters in the comments. We could make it. What was it? I have a name for my fans, and I always Legos. You're all no, not again. If this is Mystic Mine, it does not count. I'm striping it from the record. It's going to be over. Let's just wait and see what happens. Alright, they set some stuff to start with. I have learned my lesson from last time. So what we're going to do, just to start with, just starting all off, is we're going to get rid of this piece of shit, because this is the thing that's going to banish everything I love. And I think we're going to get rid of the White Destiny to do it, so that we can actually get some stuff. Let's get rid of that. I don't want it. You could summon your stuff, but you're not going to be banishing. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and do the Heijun. Don't make it bad. You summon stuff, and you summon it all the time. Remember to synchro into your heart, and then if you fart, I will ignore it. Dark Renewal. Interesting. That's not something I was expecting. Okay, well they interrupted my ability to Synchro Shoken. I was Synchro Shokening all over the place. Witch of the Black Forest. Alright, and then I guess you tribute it off to get the... Yeah, this is feeling an awful lot. I have a feeling someone released a deck profile that's like Mystic Mine, fucking Magicians, and... I'm just gonna have to be dealing with this all frickin' day. Fortunately, I have the Mayakashi Returns, which isn't great. Oh wait, yeah it is. It's very great. Let's add this card to my hand. And then because I control a Mayakashi, I can special summon this. Yo, what up? I can use it to send a Mizuki to the graveyard. And then I can use Mizuki to summon back that Daki and just keep fucking going! Wyncrer, return to the fast forward! And then now we got these two, so we can use these to make the Link 2. Bring this back. I don't want to go into Absolute Zero because I think what I want to do is just go for game if possible. Let's set this because we're not going to be fusion summoning. There's no real point. And then we Golden Lord, send that, add it back to hand, special summon it from hand. It has 35. And then we'll never find out if they had Mystic Mine unless they have some kind of battle trap. Because that's 35 plus 33 plus 19. Daki didn't even have to attack. Daki is just here to watch. But you know what? I'm going to find out if this is Mystic Mine. We're going to find out together. Are you Mystic Mine? Come, join me. Alright, time to find out once and for all. Is this an epidemic? Or is that just a Okay, they're playing Waking the Dragon. They're playing Junk Synchron. Solemn Warning. Okay. I think I may have overreacted. They're playing Parallel Exceed and Summon Limit, but just like one of them? And okay. I maybe went a little too hard. They are playing Junk Speeder shenanigans. And I didn't know Boral Sword Dragon had its new thing. Okay. So it was just a coincidence. Whew, I'm glad. If Mystic Mine Dark Magician becomes like a comparable threat, I am going to be sad. I am not going to understand this game. But we're good this time. We got another win. Let's go ahead into the 5th duel. Alright, here we are. Duel number 5 versus Building 1. Ooh. Oh, my heart. This is not good. This is very not good. Oh, we just gotta hope we don't get OTK'd, baby, and we might get OTK'd, because I feel like we lost that die roll, but they still made us go second, which means they might have a go second deck. Okay, that's not too bad. Sky Strikers usually can't OTK you all that well. We'll see. Maybe they have the stuff to OTK on an open board state. This is going to be a grind game extraordinaire, though, I tell you what. Yeah, that's the thing, is most of the meta versions of this deck don't play the white elixir at more than 1, specifically because it only summons from your hand or graveyard. So if you have no zombies here, you're dead. The other two, the Scarlet Sanguine and the Black Elixir, they both, what's it called? They both summon from the deck. So they get you started. This is really good, specifically in the Mayakashi build, because it lets you summon Mayakashis out of the graveyard. Or it lets you summon stuff out of the hand, like Unizombie, that can help you extend your plays, go for game if you need to. Okay, it looks like they're going for the jamming waves, which is fortunate, actually, because I want them to destroy the back row, except for this one. This one doesn't get me anything, but if they destroy these other two, then my deck is good. Please, just one of these two. Either one. There we go. Get the Guardian. Destroyed. Ha 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 ha. Now I can get an elixir from the deck. Ooh chalala. Unless they've got an Ash Blossom, and I mean they might have an Ash Blossom. Hard to say, hard to leg. What is this again? During the end phase specifically. The Shizuku Shuffle. Let's go ahead. Let's try it. Hey, and we're gonna go for the black elixir because it's going to be during my turn, so I can use this one. This is a spell. The other one, the Scarlet Sanguine, is a trap that summons from the deck, which is the most powerful. Okay, so they've got the Sky Striker engage for next turn. Fortunately, I have the Hakero, which can banish, I believe, a card from the graveyard and do some stuff. What else? Yeah, let's try this. Alright. In defense mode, which is not great because you kind of want it in non-defense mode if you can. And we just got like two of these. Kind of makes me wish I'd set the Conquistador earlier. But we're good. We can set this. We can... Oh, actually, if I'd normal summoned it, I could have made Vampire Sucker and done... it's fine. Let's try this. Just set everything. Your move, holy man. What will do? What can do? That voodoo that you do. So they've got quite a few cards. The big thing is that... Basically, I want to stop the multi-roll because that'll give them all sorts of advantage. I have the Golden Land forever, so I can negate one thing, and I can pop one thing, and I can keep bringing this guy back. Okay, so... Let me look in their graveyard. They only have one spell in the graveyard right now, so let's let them have the search. Go for it. As long as it's not a +1 search, I'm fine. We can negate it when they try to get it back with Kagari. Okay, there's the Afterburners. And they still only have 2 spells in the graveyard. So if they activate the Afterburners, it's only going to... but its effects are negated. Okay, now they'll have all 3. So that means they get to destroy this and a spell trap. Kinda didn't want to bring this out so early, but I think I have to. Because otherwise they get a... I mean, if they hit the elixirs, though, I'm good. I just don't really want to risk them hitting one of these two. Let's let it resolve. See what they pop. Hopefully they'll hit one of the elixirs. Ah, that is unfortunate. Wait, I think they already knew that one. I think I searched that one. Aha! But I can use my destiny to bring it back! No, I can't... Oh, I can't activate more than one. Okay, so they've just banished the Golden Lord. Yep, I should have negated! What was I thinking, not negating? I could have been a negator, but now I am just a hater. I can only use one per turn, and it's out of the graveyard. What can I say? They got to the Shark Cannon before I got to the Hakero. An unfortunate situation. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? It was a 1-in-4 shot, and if they had hit anything else, I would have been in pretty good position. At least I thought. Granted, I didn't know they had the anti-graveyard card. Yeah, so they're just, like, destroying everything. Yep, they have to use it on their own face-up thing. Because they can't destroy my face-up monsters. At least they got that in the graveyard. Normal summon. And then use the Area Zero. They're too cocky. They're not even going for the Area Zero. Okay, but I'm not dead here. Interesting. Activating Widow Anchor on yourself, eh? I think they forgot that you can't use stuff on face-down monsters, or that they don't have multi-roll or something. I don't know why they would do that. I think they're just making some goofs. They're just goofing up. Either way, it works for me. We can do this. We'll get another Black Awakening. Why not, baby? Going in the end phase. This resource game is not over yet. Ooh, and I got the Heijun. Let's see here. Do we know what this is? We don't. They used the Widow Anchor. They used both of those. It could just be another... what was it? Shark Cannon. It's specifically a monster. Okay, so let's just... Yeah, let's start by activating this. If that is a Widow Anchor, this should hopefully bait it out somehow. No? Okay. Flip summon this. How's it going? Zombos. And now I have the negate. So I can normal summon this. I can activate, and we're going to get the Mayakashi from the deck. Granted, they have a hand trap and a Widow Anchor. Yep, let's tribute that off. Bruh. We got this. Hey, dude. Okay. So now that we've got a Mayakashi, let's go ahead and use this. Get that Mizuki out of our graveyard, or out of our deck. And now we can begin the climb. As Miley Cyrus once said, it's all about the climb. Okay, and because we have the Yuki Musami, and because they've got this, I'm actually going to go for the Sub-Zero play. So we'll make the Link 2. That'll summon back the Graceful. And then we can go into the Link 4. And then, because we've summoned a Mayakashi, or we will summon a Mayakashi with Daki coming back, that'll trigger Absolute Zero's effect, which will negate this. And make its attack 0. They actually get the chance to activate it twice, depending on whether it's the summon or the effect activating in the graveyard. Strangely. Up to twice per turn, so if you bring the Ray back out of the graveyard, I can do that. Ah, the Eagle Booster. Oof. Okay. The Eagle Booster is unfortunate. Summon one Sky Striker from the deck. Do I want to do that now? I think I kinda do. I think we want to go ahead and use that while we can to just get in for as much damage as possible. So let's go ahead and hit the Mizuki. Let's summon this. The Tengu out of the graveyard. The Tengu... I can't... This is unaffected by other card effects this turn. I'm going to blow this up. Which lets them summon one from the deck, which is fine. It's just getting less resources away from them. And then I can use these. I play a couple extra copies of the 9 and 11 specifically for stuff like this. It's a good thing you don't have Nibiru, I tell you what, because otherwise there's so many chances to activate Nibiru. Yeah, and we'll just get a free Daki because we can. Yeah, actually, this is not affected. Or this is affected by stuff. There you go. And then we go into the battle phase. We'll hit over this. Oh, wait, we can't hit over that. Oh, you still take the damage. Oh, we do need to get rid of this, though. Just so they don't have it on the field. I should have attacked with the other one and done more damage. It's fine. We've got quite a few things. And then we can activate this. And get... what's Haketo? Banish one card from either player's graveyard. Okay. We'll get the Haketo. We'll end our turn. And then just as soon as that starts, let's just go ahead and summon the Haketo and banish the... where's that? Engage. Let's just prevent you from getting any more resources. I'm the only resource in town, baby! Okay, they've normal summoned the Effect Veiler, which means they're trying to go for game with Access Code Talker. I don't think they're going to be able to, though. And I'm not sure if they realize that, just because of how the Mayakashis work. Unless, well, they did add back the Widow Anchor, so if they steal one of the Mayakashis and then blow up everything else, fuck, they might have it after all. Now that I think about it. Yeah, sure, why not? I could do it twice per turn. Doesn't really affect anything, but I could do it. I don't think that really helps or hurts or anything, because they can still just go right up into Access Code Talker. But I did it. I did not go quietly into the night. I used my double-sided ice lightsaber and went like... Wow, 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 wow. Don't worry, Wyncrer, I won't ask you to make lightsabers on the screen. I know that's difficult, and it wouldn't be worth it for the joke. Okay, so it really depends how they play this. I can't activate stuff in response to things, but if they blow up either of these, then I can summon the other ones. So, and if they keep even one on the field. So they blow up that one. Ah, and then that lets them summon this, and then they steal that one. Okay. Yep, unfortunately, I think they got it because they can attack with that one. And then they can just access code through everything, and I don't have enough. Maybe I should have gone for the Conquistador instead. And then I could have blown this up, but then if I let them get the, whatchamacallit back, they can just do all sorts of stuff. A sad state of affairs, but a good duel nonetheless. They just got to their resource stuff before I did. They had the shark cannon before the Conquistador. This is one of those things with, not the Conquistador, Haketo, the one that banishes. In a meta tournament, you'd probably want to play Haketo at 3 because everything relies on the graveyard, but playing online, I only played at 2. Actually, this is something I should save for the halfway point, and we're at that point anyway, so let's go ahead and jump back over to things real quick. So here we are at the halfway point, 5 duels down, 5 more duels to go, and we're doing alright so far. We've lost 2 duels, but those were to Mystic Mine and Sky Strikers, which I think are on par with this deck. If you're liking this, by the way, if you're enjoying yourself so far, please check out the Hardleg Gaming Patreon. I put very minimal ads on this channel, so that's how I get most of my funding. Just $1 a month gets you on the Discord. For higher amounts, you can do other stuff. You can get these sleeves that I did. There you go. There, I got them back up there. Don't worry. Editing magic was responsible. But yeah, I made these sleeves. You can download those if you're a $2 patron. Higher patrons get more stuff. But yeah, as for my ratios and tech cards, I don't think there's too much here that's really all that different from the meta variant. I think as I explained during the duels, I'm playing 3 of the Eldlixer of White Destiny. Mostly because it summons cards from the graveyard, and if you have the Mayakashi part of your engine, that's basically just disruption and field advantage. I'm also playing 3 of the Black Awakening. I'm not sure, I've seen some play this at 3, some at 2. Obviously, it gets you the Eldlich from the deck, but if you already have the Eldlich, it can summon Heijun from the deck and start your whole Mayakashi line. Just get that going. The 3 Unizombie is... You could probably replace these with hand traps. I didn't really want to go the hand trap route because I don't think this deck really needs it, at least not online where I'm playing it. If you're playing this in a more competitive scene, if you're trying to bring this to a tournament, yes, put hand traps in instead of this. Maybe not even the Mizuki package. I do really like the Mizuki because you can send it off of this Ice Mayakashi, which is another thing. I saw a lot of people playing this at 1, more people playing at 3. I really do think 3 is the best number for it. This is something you really want to see, because if you get any part of your Mayakashi package, it's live. Like, if you get this, then it unbricks your hand. If you have Heijun in this, that means you get to end on the Link 4, which gives you even more disruption. Or even if you just, even if they stop your combos, just having this, because it dumps a zombie into the graveyard, it's a great way to get to Eldlich, or a great way to get to Mizuki, which can help you recover, or again, just act as more ways to get to your Mayakashis. Other than that, I'm playing 3 of the Golden Land Forever. You could probably play this at 1 or even 2 if you wanted to. I really like activating this. People don't expect it a lot of the time. It can occasionally be bricky if you don't have Eldlich, but you have so many ways to get to Eldlich. And as I said during the duels, if you get the Mayakashi half, you're always going to end on this Daki just sitting there. There's always going to be a chance you have Unizombie, or an extra one of these, or an extra one of these, and you just have extra monsters to tribute off. A lot of the more meta versions don't play this or they'll just play it at 1, because you have to tribute off a zombie while you control the Golden Lord. A lot of them, this is the only zombie they're playing, and you don't want to lose this because it turns off all your spell traps. And even the zombie variants, they're like Baller Drock Turbo, and you don't want to tribute off a Baller Drock to negate something. Baller Drock is your negate. You want to keep that up. This is the only version it works at 3, and I'm still a little iffy about that. And as for these 2, as I just explained in the previous duel, I played both of these at 2 because I'm playing online in a format where pretty much anything can show up. If you're playing in a competitive scene right now where graveyard stuff is super important, then yes, you want to play this at 3. Probably don't want to play this at all. Maybe just a 1 of if you need to search it. But because I don't know what I'm going to be running into, I'm just doing 2 of each. This is actually really good against certain things that aren't really showing up a whole lot in the meta, but show up online a lot. Stuff that can't be destroyed and can't be targeted. Dragoon kind of fits into this. This, I don't think I've used it yet. When you summon it, it's a non-targeting, make a monster's attack 0. So it's a really great way to get over Dragoon. You make it 0, you can walk over it with, literally anything. Just have Daki come in, beat Dragoon down for the fun of it. Oh yeah, and we're playing the 1 fusion. This is something that I think, even if you are a competitive player, you might want to consider, 1 of these, maybe 1 each of the fusions, or just the Mad Lord in general. It's really useful to have a spell that you can search off of the Eldlixers, because the Eldlixers they search all the golden lands, and there's really all the golden lands are traps. Having something you can just instantly activate on the field is really nice, especially since if you happen to have golden lords in your hand, you can use this to, again, just make an even better indestructible golden lord. It can unbrick you. It also has some really cool things where if you summon a zombie, you can target a back row and it can't be activated that turn. So against back row heavy decks, being able to use this over and over again and keep them off of a specific back row can be useful. I don't know, you'd have to experiment around with it, but I don't think meta players even looked at this. And it seems like it's at least worth experimenting with, especially just at 1. What can it really hurt just putting things at 1? Other than that, it's yeah, you gotta play 3 of this, you gotta play 1, you can play more of this if you want, but it just kind of bricks it more than 1. The extra deck, I'm playing extra copies of the Synchros in case they get banished. The higher level ones, you can make them with Conquistador if you want. I'm playing the 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon in case you get 2 Eldlich, 2 level 10s, you can just attack for game. And I'm paying 2 of the Link 2, because occasionally you get stuck with these on your field. And these both say that as long as they're on the field, you can only summon Mayakashis. So you could sometimes lock yourself out of the rest of the extra deck by having these here. It's unfortunate. Being able to link two of them away for anything, just to make this, is pretty nice. Speaking of that, though, it is worth mentioning, most of the extra deck is just like extra options. I mentioned that there's a mill version of Mayakashi. You can easily convert that into this just by playing 3 of the soul-absorbing Bone Tower. And it is helped by the Eldlixers, because they can summon this. There's more extra deck monsters you can make, some cool tech cards that, like, this wipes the field. But the one most interesting, which is maybe a little win more, but very, very funny, is Give and Take. Special summon one monster from your graveyard to your opponent's side of the field, and then you increase the level. You can summon Daki to your opponent's side of the field, and Daki says they cannot special summon from the extra deck except for Mayakashi monsters. So it's basically a lock out of the extra deck if you happen to open with Give and Take and the Mayakashi line. Might be something that's more useful in pure Mayakashis, but I saw one person who had this combo and I was like, yes, very funny, use that if you can. So, I think that should explain just about anything. If you have any more questions, leave them down in the comments. I do read those, I do respond to them. We're going to jump back in, divot 5 more duels, see if we can find anything else, any other interesting duels happening. And, yeah, just again, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out the Patreon if you really like the show. Maybe just hit the like, comment. I'd appreciate all of it. Oh, yeah, and let's turn the hat back around. Not sure if you can read that from here. It's backwards. Wyncrer, go ahead and mirror it for a second. That's one hell of a hat. Alright, here we are, the 6th duel versus Deralo. I am El Hombre Dorado, which means the golden dude, or the golden man, I believe. Oh, yep, unfortunately we open with the Unizombies, 2 of them again, and the Mayakashi line. So we're pretty much just doing nothing but the Mayakashi line, I think. Let's see here. We can activate this, and that'll get the... Yeah, we'll get the Golden Lord into rotation at least. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and zip on through to the other side. Okay, so we've ended on the Link 4 and Dadaki, just 'cause we can. No, we don't want to negate our own effects. That would be bad. And we're going to go ahead and summon the Eldlich by sending the Conquistador. Yep. Just have him in defense mode, just in case. No. And then during the end phase, the Conquistador will get us the white Eldlixer, which will be able to get us stuff from the graveyard, and that represents 2 disruptions. Not great, but it should hopefully be enough to stop us from getting OTK'd. That's the hope, is stop the OTK, and then just let the extra draw every turn build us into a victory. Just resource loop them. Because this, we'll use it this turn, next turn we get the Conquistador gets stuff. We're playing against Raid Raptors. Interesting. Okay, so this lets them send a Raid Raptor from the deck to the graveyard. And there's one you can send, which you can banish to search. I think we just have to find the choke point where, like, they have 2 monsters face up, and we can, like, pop one and negate the other, and that'll end their turn. That's the hope, at least. Okay, I think this is the proper point. So we're going to wait for them to summon whatever they summon out of the deck with its effects negated. And then we activate the Elixir of White Destiny. The Mayonnaise Beam. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to activate this. Unless you've got some kind of response. And then we're going to summon Yoko, who is going to do to you what she did to the Beatles. Well, we'll activate this, which will destroy a card, and we'll activate this, which will negate a card. So whatever you just got, it's going to be going away. And this is going to be gone. So you can't get your quick play rank up magic, and the material you got is gone. And that was the perfect place to interrupt them, because they cannot do anything from there. And from this point, I believe we have game. This attack would go back down to 25, but we have 25, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably, it's going to be at least close, maybe a little bit better than close, especially if I believe they stay at 0 forever, right? And if you do negate its effects, yeah, it just remains that way. So we get ourselves a win. Let's go into the 7th duel, which should hopefully be the fightin' 7th. Alright, duel number 7 versus Elise. Just a lovely Lady Elise coming down here for a nice casual duel. Oh, it's gonna be like that then, is it? It's gonna be like that then, is it? Well, my deck, my spell traps literally have to special summon themselves to do anything. And this says I can't special summon except for wind. I have a wind. I don't believe Daki is a wind. I think she's like a light or something like that. So I could only summon myself. Actually, let's see real quick. Do I have anything? No, she's a fire. That's a water. I mean, I guess I'll play this out to see what I could do, but I literally don't think I can do anything. My only hope is to get the Eldlich in hand, and then I can discard stuff, and maybe get rid of this. I don't know exactly how the Eldlich works if something like this is on the field, if I can discard it to do stuff. But we'll see. We will see. Either way, this is not the fighting 7th at all. This is the slow as fuck 7th. Okay, end phase. We finally get the Hakedo, which means we get the Scarlet Sanguine. Unfortunately, they shuffled the, whatchamacallit back on top of our deck. The other thing. And so, we're just kind of, like, screwed, I think. Yeah. Because we no longer, they got the Conquistador on top of our deck. Yup. Alright, here we are, the 8th duel versus Goat. Are they playing a Goat format deck? Will we be shut down once again by floodgates? Maybe. Maybe. Kind of the absolute state of YGOPro, I tell you what. Okay, so to normal summon, special summon, set or activate cards from their hand. So, is it only summoning from my hand? Once I get stuff, can I just do other things? So, let's add this card to my hand. Let's go ahead. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Let's get Daki. Probably should summon this now, but I'm curious if this is only from the hand. So if I summon Daki back, it doesn't cost me 500, right? If it does, I'm kind of screwed. No, okay, we're fine. So we're going to activate this. Activating it and then summoning it are two different things. I'm going to send the Eldlich. I'm going to set this. I'm going to activate this by sending Waboku. Alright. Do I want to just get rid of the chain energy? No, because I have other... yeah, because it's going to cost me like 1,500, and I have the others. Yeah, we're good. Special summon a zombie? No. No, we're just going to do this. We'll get rid of that. Go away, I don't want you anymore. And then we could go ahead and do our combo. Probably should have done that first, but I was curious about how something like chain energy interacted with everything. Okay, so we got the Absolute Zero, we've got the Daki. We had these 2 copies of these, so what we can do is get the Conquistador. We can banish the other one and get the Golden Land Forever. Where's it at? There it is. That seems like the best thing in this option, where it's probably going to be a whole bunch of spell traps doing ding-dang-doodly things. And then during the draw phase, we'll go ahead and activate the Sanguine and get a Eldlich out of the deck. And so that turns on everything. We got a pop, and a negate. Select one monster, inflict damage equal to half of that monster's attack. Alright. Ouch. 1450, a fine year. You've only got 3 cards, and I can destroy most of them, if not all of them, if not most of them. This is specifically a face-up card on the field, though. End phase? Your fate is sealed. Eldlixer. I'm gonna get my drink. Let's go ahead and get Tengu. This is what you get when you Tengu with the beast. Unless this is Shrub Serpent or whatever. It's the thing that when it's popped in the back row, it summons something. If it's that, then I'm dead. Balance of Judgment. You tried so far, and you got so hard, and you were so hard, and... well, I don't think I've seen this the whole time. And then we just go to attack mode, and we did. It's one or the other. I'm either going to get stomped first turn by Floodgate. Oh! Ooh! Golden no. Get out of here with that. Bruh. 26. Now, if you've got a Battle Fader, then you've earned it. Okay, they surrendered. They knew what was coming, and they baked a cake. Let's go ahead into the 9th duel. Oh, what a disaster I've walked into here, and I lost the die roll. And I open with my 1 Mizuki. Really could use some Cursed Eldland. Oh? Zombos? Is it a zombie mirror match? If they've got Baller Drock, this is gonna be a hell of a time. Baller Drock gains effects anytime a zombie does a thing. And usually they use Zombie World to make your zombies do that thing. But, if they make my zombies, why did you send that to the graveyard? So you could Mizuki it back? Alright. So Mayakashis versus Mayakashis. A deadly game if ever there was one. I wonder if maybe this person figured out who I was, and that's why they named themselves Disaster, because having them verse each other would be kind of a disaster. I guess we'll find out. I'll go ahead and skip ahead and we'll see what... because now they're going to do the thing. Yeah, but I'm not going to fast forward through theirs. I'm just going to cut. So they've got Baller Drock Mayakashi. But they don't have the field spell, so they don't have any way to get the Baller Drock, unless I'm confused. Although, starting with Yukiona is not easy. Let's see here. Well, we've got this. What does this affect again? If a monster is summoned or activated in the graveyard. Gotcha. Add this card to the hand? Yes. Add this card to the hand? Yes. Go to dang, but don't damn. Alright, let's try this and see how it works. Will we be able to do the thing? Jackaboola. Oh yeah, Jackaboola can summon one from the graveyard. I forgot about that. I forgot what this even did. Oh, they're summoning the Heijun instead of any of the synchros. I don't know why you would do that. That seems unusual. No synchro? Couldn't you have popped my things, my dude? Couldn't you have popped my dudes, my thing? Yeah, I mean, they could make my attack... every time this summons back, they can make my attack 0. Oh, Called by the Grave. Yep, you got the one of Called by the Grave. Well, that pretty much ends it. I mean, I guess they used it there and not on the Eldlich, but this is going to be a grind and a half to get anywhere done anything. We'll just be back if something interesting happens, but I think I lost it Just because the Called by the Grave on the one of Daki, and I have no way to get it back, so half my deck is now turned off. And they went first, and also it's a mirror match, and the mirror match in this is painful. And there's the Doom King Baller Drock. Although I can just instantly, like, sanguine my heart. I'm gonna do this. And then we're going to do one of these. Yo, what up? Destroy a card? Yes, get out of here. You're dead. You're a dead man. We don't want you. Go away. Go away and die. Hauka Fibrax. Alright. Nothing in my graveyard but that. Although I could summon it just to get more monsters on the field. That would be neat. Although my one Mizuki's in my hand. Alright, what you gonna summon? Yep. Just doing the Celine combo? No. No? They locked into... No, I'm locked into zombies. You're not locked into zombies. Okay, they can bring that back. Which allows them to negate and lower attack. For all the good it will do them. Oh, now they can get the Zambo. You want to watch out for that Zambo. It's very difficult. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. Let's just skip around. Okay, so we send all of these to the graveyard to make this. And then we... I have no idea how this is going to work. But we're going to try it. We're going to activate this, which is going to trigger both of these. We're each going to try to negate each other, but who gets to negate first? What do I want to send? Just another Golden Lord. Sure, why not? I'll negate you, and then you'll negate me. And we'll negate each other. And I could activate that, and it wouldn't do anything, but I could do it! The question is, do I have... Yes, I do. Am I locked? No, I am not. I need to get a big monster on the field, though. And I think I could do that. Okay, so I can normal summon this. I can make... Okay. Normal summon that. We're going to use the two of these. Wait, why can't I make a Vampire Sucker? Oh, this only lets you make Mayakashis. Unfortunate. Well, this one's negated anyway. Make that, and then we'll make Vampire Sucker. Then I will go ahead and... What do I want to do? Activate... this? Yeah. We'll activate this to summon the Golden Lord out of the graveyard. That'll give me a free draw, unless you negate it, which would be your only other negate, which you could do. No, they... Oh, great. Just what I didn't want. Let's activate that. That'll get it back, and then special summon it in attack mode. 35, that's bigger than your 29. And then I believe I can go to game, right? Just go to game, or not game, but I can at least get over this. Oh, but I have to attack the Wyncrer first. Oh, but if you summon the Wyncrer by tributing that, then you can activate this. But it'll cause a replay, so at the very least, there's that. I could still do other stuff, it just won't be easy. Let's see, if a monster, or a monster, or a monster. Okay, yeah, we're good. So that gets me to 0. I don't want to recontrol. Let's try to attack this. Use Link Karibo twice, I forget. Probably. Yep. Okay. But I think we're actually good, because, okay, main phase 2, we can banish the Sanguine to get the fusion spell. Unless they've got the thing that, like, does stuff. We'll get the fusion spell. The fusion spell will let us make the Mad Golden Lord. He's big. He's angry. He's doing stuff. And most importantly, he can tribute off stuff to steal my opponent's monsters, which is always fun. So let's get the Mad Golden Lord using these two. Let's go ahead and tribute off the Vampire Sucker to steal this permanently. It's mine now, and you can't have it. It's mine now, and I'm going to grab it. There we go. And I could bring back... I think I want to save the Mizuki if I can. But, if I'm not mistaken, I've used the... Fuck, do I get a Golden Land card this turn? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. If I could, that would be great. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I think I just need to wait. Let me... Oh? No, I don't get a gold. I get an elixir. Which I don't really want. Let's get the Black Awakening. Sure. Sure. Okay, so they get the Baller Drock. The Baller Drock summons. When I face up zombie monster, if I use that, though, they can negate it, so I don't want to. Let's make them have to activate something else. Only once per chain, so if I can get them to activate one, I can negate and destroy for the others. In defense mode... Very tricky indeed. Okay, going for a Link 4 there, buddy. Perhaps, perchance. If they do, I can negate its effects by summoning something out of the graveyard, which is always fun. Okay, they're going for the Samurai. Only during the opponent's turn, and it's not big enough to get over my stuff. Okay, so they activate that, and then they get to banish, right? Try to banish. Yeah, go ahead. They can't activate Baller Drock because I can stop it. Yeah, go ahead and blow up my face downs. I don't care. That just gets me searches, boy. Stop more fusions? I don't have any more fusions. Still bigger than all your things. Okay. Summon that back, send something to the graveyard. It's all a calculated thing of who can negate last. Oh, great, but this is not that turn, right? Okay. Okay. Battle phase, you can't battle anything. Okay, you're battling that into that, so what? We each get to mill 3? Fine by me, buddy. Main phase 2, alright, what did I get? That's their graveyard. Okay, I lost a conch, that's unfortunate, although that means I get to activate it. Okay, Vampire Sucker. Gotcha. Summon a zombie from my graveyard. Okay. I have no idea what they're trying to do. They just want to draw a card? Go for it. I'm not sure you have anything that can out anything. I think you're just doing stuff to do stuff. I get all the spell traps in the world. Or just the one, maybe. Let's get a Scarlet. End turn. Fuck. Yeah, I don't get a conk this turn. Sadness. Okay, to attack, activate this. We'll tribute off this to steal the Doom King. Doom King can chain. But I can... Fuck. Why? I'm so dumb. Why am I so dumb? I am so dumb, 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 dumb. We'll bring back a... Eldlich from the graveyard. Yeah, and then they can banish one, but it doesn't matter because I can negate you. And then I don't have to worry about you that much. Banish one card from the field or graveyard. I really need to get rid of this. I really need to get the Conquistador somehow. I think I can get it now, actually. Okay. So we banish that. We get the Conquistador that we desperately need. We can... Let me think about this. So we're going to use the Golden Lord effect. We're going... Oh, wait, I don't have a spell in hand. I'm dumb. I was like, I can get this to get rid of the zombie world. That will be great. Yeah, so let's just summon another zombie monster. 3,500. We're going for the extra attack. All the attack... I mean, they can't be destroyed by battle, but they still take the damage. Still got that Mizuki with nothing specifically good to use it on. Got the conch and that, and... Okay. So, battle phase. Only during the... Oh, it's during the opponent's turn. And you have no more of the big guy, right? Because you banished that to summon the other one. And that's the one that gets summoned when a link you control dies. So you can just destroy the link and do maximum damage. Not have to worry about something coming back. And then we can just make you still take the damage a couple times. Now you summon it back. That's fine, but you're still going to take the damage. $200, $2,500. Unfortunate. So I think we're just going to end there. They can't get the Baller Drock back, so they have no disruption. I have a disruption. They can't get over the maddest of Golden Lords, which is the one thing I'm worried about. Yeah. Go ahead. And in fact, I could bring back the one Mayakashi I could summon from the graveyard and stop from being destroyed by battle. That would be neat. 7. Okay, they're using that. 5, 6, another 7, but only for zombies. Pretty sure. So what zombie you can get? Shiranui. Banish, then apply one of the following effects depending on what was banished. If you have one zombie, you can gain 300. You can destroy one spell trap. You can destroy none of these target. Okay, so I think this is what I need to stop. Let's summon this. And we'll just pop that. Fuck. I thought this just stopped it from being destroyed by battle. Synchros can't be destroyed by card effects. Fires can't be destroyed by battle. Welp. Mistakes were made. Unfortunate. Too many card effects on the field to keep track of. Should have just gotten rid of the zombie world while I had the chance. Or this thing. $38, but nothing can still get over this. One thing can get over that. I'm going to get some more Eldlixers. Just need to get you down close enough that I can do... Oh, and there's the Sun Saga. Unfortunate. Yep, I think I lost this one. A sad state of affairs. A long and grueling duel, full of all sorts of zombies, but now you can shuffle stuff back into the deck. I think... No, it's destroy cards. It's destroy, and this can't be destroyed by card effects. Neither can this. You could destroy that. You still don't have enough. 38 is too big. So next turn I can steal your things. Stealing is fun. I thought the game was over, but it wasn't quite yet. Not destroyed. They said I was a fool for running the fusion, but who's the fool now? The fusion is the only thing keeping me in this game. Aichiwa. What will I get? Okay, end phase. Let's go ahead and activate the Sanguine. Ooh-ah. Oh wait. I think that offers a opportunity to win the game. Let's go for that, shall we? That would be neat. So let's go ahead. We're going to normal summon Heijun. Going to activate the effect, because we can. The only thing I'm worried about is this. We'll get this. Let's go ahead and summon one out of the graveyard. Do I even have anything I want to dump? No. Okay. Let's activate this. Let's tribute off the Heijun. And let's steal the one thing with a quick effect, right? Yeah, we'll steal the one thing with a quick effect. Use it now or forever hold your peace. Alright. I have to use this now, otherwise its name won't be counted as the Golden Lord anymore. So we'll use the Guardian. We'll summon this, I guess, in defense mode. Change the attack of one monster to 0? Permanently, so let's get that one. Bruh. Okay, am I locked into? I am not. I think that's no, they can still summon a banished zombie. They have the one that destroys, which means they could stop things. Damn, if only that was anything else. Okay. Let's send, this to the graveyard. Because it's not particularly useful anymore. Special summon a zombie? Yes. Do I have... Oh, I do have another one. I have the Mizuki. Okay. So we get the Mizuki, we get the third Golden Lord back. And here's what we do. We go to battle phase. We try to hit in for 38. Oh, we do hit in for 38. Oh, okay. And we just hit in for this game? Because you can't destroy this. You could bring back Yoko, but Yoko can't destroy the Eldlich who has been summoned with its own effect. A good attempt! But I was the one who took the game, just barely. Just ever so slightly. What a fucking grind. Holy shit. I'm not sure if I'd call that a disaster, but it was certainly something. We got one more duel. Let's try to get this in before it gets 10 o'clock at night. It was daylight when I started recording this. Alright, here we are. Final duel. Let's begin. All the battles in the world. But we're ready to go. Let me make a note here. Keep all the note taking. Okay. Oh, I'm not going first anymore. Oh, okay. It's just Sword Soul. It's just Sword Soul. I'm pretty sure we've lost. I'll just take notes. Okay, so what did they actually end on? They got the Baroness de Fleur. Once returned, you can target a card on the field, destroy it. While this is face up on the field, if a card effect is activated, quick effect, you can negate it, and if you do, destroy it. Alright. Well, nothing's going to be activated on the field. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and activate this, send that, and send you to the graveyard. How'd you like to be sent to the graveyard, little buddy? Oh, you can negate... Wait. Once while this card is face up on the field... Oh, while this is face up on the field. Okay. Destroy that card. Once returned during the standby. Okay, so now I can hopefully do this. I mean, it depends what kind of spell traps you have. But am I free to do the Mayakashi line now? I have a 3300 that can get over Baroness de Fleur. With a giant horse and whatever. I can't even tell what this is. It's just like a clusterfuck. It's a big old cluster. Infinite impermanence. More like infinite unfortunate. We don't want to wait for the standby phase because then they can summon stuff, and I don't really like that idea. So, fortunately, we're gonna do this, and then we're going to activate that. I mean, this wouldn't have been live anyway because we need some way to get the Golden Lord on the field. So there's 35. I could summon Vampire Sucker. That would be neat. Let's battle phase. Attack over. We got a hand trap. We got some kind of honest but for wind synchro monsters. Hopefully that only activates on the field. I think that's how most effects activate. What is in your graveyard? I don't think I want to. I could make Vampire Sucker, but that wouldn't really do anything. Except for draw me a card while giving them a resource. Fortunately, I have another Heijun next time, so if I can just survive for a turn, I might be able to do stuff. But these guys are fucking... They're assholes, I tell you what. The Sword Soul are brutal. Boring, but brutal. Let's get one of these. And let's get one of these. The two quick effects. This is a quick play. This is a trap. This summons a zombie from the deck or graveyard. This is from the hand or graveyard. The other one is from deck or graveyard. They each hit 2 spots, but they're all mutually exclusive, so they're not quite the same thing. Top deck the Red Eyes Fusion, then, did you? Alright. Go for it, my dude. You cannot destroy this by card effects. You cannot beat over it with card effects. I'm not going to activate anything at the moment that will allow you to gain stuff. You will be able to destroy Heijun, if that's what you really want to do. Oh no, you're trying to destroy Eldlich. He cannot. He is like, what up, fucker? Like, yeah, you can use this on Heijun. You only do 600. Would you rather have... You should have attacked over it. It would have done a lot more damage, but you just got excited by that effect. Fortunately, this stops you from summoning anything else for the rest of the turn. Let me think about this. Yeah, okay, I think I'm good. I think I can do this. Oh, I can especially do this now. The question is... Wait, this might not be as easy as I thought. Because if he negates anything on the field, then I die. But I could potentially... Not die, but it becomes 4,000, and then I get all these things. Okay, let's try this. Let's try the Cursed Eldland, see if they negate it. It's a very easy thing to negate. It's something you'll want to negate because it lets me search anything. And they're not negating it. Alright. Or maybe they're waiting for me to pay the 800 and then they'll negate. No. Okay. Well, that makes my job a little easier. I can fusion summon and steal. Right? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, so let's normal summon Unizombie. Let's send from the deck to increase the level. 'Cause we can. Let's go ahead and get the, Oh, I could just put the Mizuki. No, I could summon and summon... Yeah, we're going to put the Mizuki in the graveyard. And then we're going to discard the Heijun. And then once this becomes level 5, I can make the thing. Okay, so now what I do is I activate this. Summon a zombie from my hand or graveyard. And we're going to get Heijun. Oh wait, you can normal summon... This is only while this is on the field, right? I'm pretty sure. It's only once I bring Daki back that I can't do other stuff. Damn, this is so difficult. Okay, so... Fuck, I should have done the other one first! I was hoping he would negate by now. He hasn't. Yeah, we're just gonna go for Daki. And then we have to... Yeah, I should have done the other thing first. I should have tried the fusion summon first and then gone for this line. I was really hoping to get the fusion off. Now I can't fusion summon even if I wanted to. This is so weird. I would have expected them to have negated like a long time ago, and because they haven't, it's fucking with me. It's one of those things where I got so caught up in watching or trying to get them to negate that it didn't occur to me that I should just, you know, whatchamacallit, that I should just go for it. Although it looks like they're just going to allow me to do it. Maybe they just got everything on the field. I mean, at this point, if they negate the Daki, I could just bring it back with the, whatchamacallit, the Mizuki. Oh, but then it can't do the... why am I so... Oh, wait, but it won't... they can negate the... They can negate the Daki, but because it's in the graveyard, they won't gain 1,000, so it'll still be at 3,000. I can use the Mizuki, bring back the Daki, go into my 3,300 beater, and then just walk over things. They have the patience of a saint, I tell you what. Okay, there they go. You got like a spell card you really want? Okay. So that stops it. Then I can... Mizuki. Bring back Daki. Oh, it's coming one way or another, brother. You may not have realized it, but it's here. What up, Big Chungo? And yeah, I'll bring Daki back again. I'm not scared of you. What do you think I am? Some kind of scared person? I fear no man. Or dragoon. Dragoon? There's 300. There's 2,500. There's 13. There's 1,000. And I believe I could just summon the other Eldlich from the deck. And that'll be game. Yo, what up? How's it going? It's me again, and I'm attacking again, 'cause I've got too much, and you waited too long to negate! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Eldlich Mayakashi, we went 7 and 3, and honestly, 2 of those I barely count. We lost one to Mystic Mine Turbo, and another one to Dimension Fusion First Turn Turbo. I guess they weren't trying to turbo it out, they just got lucky, but it's a lot of the floodgates that just completely prevent us from playing. Every duel where we actually got to play, we did pretty good. I mean, we lost against Sky Striker still, but that was at least good back and forth, where there are a lot of decisions being made. I probably could have played it a little better, maybe they got a little lucky, and that's one of those things that the side deck can really help bring things out. There's certain cards like this, not very good when you're playing against Sky Strikers. This, very much so. You want to put that in. So hopefully I gave you an idea of what this deck runs like. If you haven't played Eldlich before, maybe you might want to give them a chance now that they're not meta. Or, if nothing else, now you know perhaps how to play against Eldlich, now that you've seen all the ins and outs. And the Mayakashi engine isn't too bad either. It does lock you into Mayakashis quite a lot, but when it doesn't, it could do some pretty neat things. Lots of graveyard synergies there. Thanks again to Ariane for checking this out. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing next time, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, good luck and have fun. Hola, fanáticos de Pierna Dura. Welcome to the Conquista credits. This is where I take a moment to thank all the patrons who made this show possible, but especially the $25 or higher patrons who shower me with hidden treasure. Their names are Devon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Yami, 01503, Austin Glover, Chris W, Death's Dancer, Muntry, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, Diotic, Matt, Muffin Fiend, Nathan, Nirazard22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin, Quintingent, Reaper X 121 Death, Shodan Rider, Tayo no Kitsune, and Trevor F. If you'd like to become a Golden Lord and hear your name at the end of the video, the Patreon link is on the screen and down in the description. This episode's secret question of the day is, which zombie monster is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.